This is the cleanest LB7 in the Midwest.
Well, she might not be the cleanest just yet, but she is all mine.
Blair, what are your plans with the truck? I know you got it from down south, so it's already pretty clean. You got, obviously, the full Max Flow bundle kit on it. What else you got going on?
We got the 150 over S&S injectors because I was in denial for a long time that I needed injectors, but couldn't hide it anymore, so we had to upgrade those.
LB7 problems.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. We have the AirDog lift pump on there, fluid dampener, Billet trans. Other than that, she's pretty stock for right now.
That's awesome. So let's back up a little bit. Still stock motor.
Still stock motor.
What kind of horsepower are you looking to make?
Well, she's kind of just the daily drive me to coffee on the weekends type truck right now. Got a race truck at home that I'm building. So not looking to go crazy, maybe the 650 mark.
So definitely pushing the boundaries of that stock LB7 motor, I would say.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
We got another motor at home waiting to go in her.
Okay, all right, cool. So you said you had 150 over injectors in it?
Yep, have the 150 over S&S injectors. CP3 was kind of weak when we got the truck. Wasn't in the budget for
like a 10 mil or 12
10 or
mil?
12, yep. So I did upgrade to at least an LBZ pump just to help it out a little bit.
Yeah, for any of you guys watching that are in that same situation, where you might need to go to a new pump or you went to a bigger injector and your stock pump is a little bit weak or just can't keep up, a good option for these older trucks like the LOY LB7s is going to an LBZ pump. It'll definitely be a lot cheaper than going to like a 10 mil or a 12 mil stroker, but will help the truck live a lot, and it's kind of a good stepping stone to go in and support those bigger injectors. Is that a stock turbo still in there?
It is a stock turbo. There's a lot of drop-in options for these trucks. We'll probably end up going with one of those just so I can utilize the HSP piping that's already under there.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. I mean, if you have a drop-in, that's going to get you the goal. So again, for you viewers out there that are maybe even looking for a turbo, LB7s, they have a ton of different options for drop-ins. So if you do have a piping kit, you don't want to have to rebuy all that. You just want to go to the charger that'll support that little bit higher horsepower. The drop-in IHIs are a great option for that to get you the horsepower goal without having to change all your piping around. I know we talked fuel system. I know we talked turbo. Blair, show us around the rest of the engine bay. This thing looks really, really good.
Thank you. So we got the some of our accessory items. We have the fuse box cover. We have the brake reservoir cover, as well as the billet cap over there. We also have the oil fill nut cap on there.
So, quick question. I guess these are just a bare aluminum billet. You have the powder, we do a powder coat option. You just wanted to stick with the billet?
Yep, we do have powder coated options on those. I just like the way that the billet looked. Everything else is color matched on there. So I just like the way that looks, so I decided to keep those raw.
Yeah, I feel like the LB7s have the AC system right here, which that's all aluminum. So if you guys wanted to polish it, again, looking more of a show truck kind of thing, like as the truck progresses, like that would actually look sweet if these were polished as well as the AC system gets done. That would look awesome. We get a lot of guys that are going to truck shows, dressing up their trucks. So we have requests for battery covers, the reservoir covers. It's all dress-up components, right? At the shows, a lot of guys have the piping kits, the standard items, right? But to take it to that next level, the little billet dress-up parts, the covers and the batteries, the fuse box cover, it really takes the trucks to the next level and helps kind of get you closer to that win at those events. So you also have a bundle kit on, right?
Yep, we have
Show
the
us
Deluxe
what's in
bundle.
there.
With our Deluxe bundle, start off, we have the forward-facing thermostat housing, and then we also have our upgraded coolant tank as well.
So that's only the Deluxe bundle, comes with the coolant and the piping kit?
Correct, yep.
That's awesome. The whole reason for the forward-facing thermostat housing, from the factory, it's actually routed behind the AC condenser, and then there's another rubber hose that connects to the radiator. But when you're trying to get more room for activities like bigger turbos, secondary fuel pumps, that kind of stuff, it really cleans up the engine bay to pull that tube forward. Also looks kind of cool coming across there and matches colors and everything else. So that's awesome. Obviously, the factory coolant reservoir looks terrible. Like I'm sure this is an 02, right? I'm sure it was cooked by the time you guys got it. So obviously the fabricated aluminum one looks way sicker and matches colors and all that too. So that's cool. What's next?
So the rest of the bundle is we have our hot side tube back there, and then it also comes with our cold air intake, our turbo inlet, cold side tube, and then we have the heat shield box with that intake.
That's awesome. So your turbocharger sits in the middle here. Your compressor is what is feeding the air out, goes out the hot side tube because the air is compressed and hot at that point, right? Comes in and enters your intercooler, which is down here behind the grill. Comes across the intercooler, which is being fed obviously with air and cooling that airflow. We call this the cold side because now the air is cold that goes through, goes into the bridge, and feeds the heads. That's basically the entire intercooler system there. So if anybody was wondering why we call it a hot side or a cold side, that's just a little explanation of why we do that. From the factory turbo mouthpiece, they're just restricted. They're super small. They don't allow a lot of airflow. So obviously we go to a full 3.5-inch fabricated unit. That's a super smooth transition in there. Obviously we have a ton of customers that are super thankful that they did it, because you can totally feel the difference in the truck after you go to those updates. Obviously the 4.5-inch intake, just the bigger diameter, the bigger volume, we just wanted a massive amount of air that to try to make sure that turbo has everything it can consume instead of feeling choked off, right? This is actually going to want to try to pull a vacuum. That turbo, the easier you can feed the air into it, the easier it is to make power, right? I guess that leads us to the filter. We want to put as big of a filter as we possibly can in these heat shield boxes, keeping that thing as cool as we can, obviously drawing in air from the fender well, the headlight. A little cheater tip for you: if you're going to the strip or going pulling, pull this front headlight out. It acts as like a velocity stack going through, feeding that air filter, and gives you a couple little extra HPs at the track. Blair, why did you choose what you chose?
I chose the Deluxe bundle because when you do bundle our kits, you do save some money. I knew I wanted to get everything eventually anyway, so might as well just do it all at once. Get everything under the hood looking good.
I'm sure it saves a little time when you got everything tore down.
Yeah, you're already in there.
You
just
might as
do
well
it
go
all
in there
at
and do
once,
it.
and I have to go back in there again.
For sure.
And then you're left with this kind of dull area over here, so we decided to go with our accessories to kind of brighten everything up over there.
Just balance out the whole engine, but it looks awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I made some big claims about this thing being one of the cleanest LB7s around. The reason is it's got a phenomenal foundation. The chassis itself, rockers, cab corners, it's basically rust-free. The thing is a really, really good foundation. Blair, what are the plans to take it to that next level?
Yeah, so it needs a paint job.
Yep.
Paint, this is original paint. Truck has almost 300,000 miles on it.
300,000?
Yeah.
And it's that clean?
Yeah. Came from down south, we got it in Alabama. So paint job is high on the list, hopefully doing that this winter.
Nice.
One of the things is bumpers are so hard to find for these O2 trucks for the round eyes. So this is like my second bumper, so we're still working on that. Anyone got one for sale?
Yeah.
Hit me up, let me know.
Leave a comment.
Old Bay 7
looking
needs
for it.
one. So we're gonna do a full color match on the truck. So bumper, mirrors, all that is going to get.
What color are you thinking?
I don't know. Trying to decide.
She said she might go pink.
On that. I
Leave
really
a comment
like
below
it.
if you think she should go pink or a different color. That'd be pretty wild.
Kind of wanting to match the piping there.
That would be crazy.
We'll see on that one. Might
That'd be
be big
awesome.
things coming for the paint.
Heck yeah. Well, let's show you underneath this thing, because the chassis and under it is for a 300,000 mile truck, it is very impressive how clean it is. All right, you guys can clearly see how clean this thing is. Obviously coming from Alabama, it definitely gave her a jump start on cleaning it up. You did say you wire wheeled it?
Yeah, we had some surface rust on the frame, so just wanted to clean it up. So we did wire wheel the frame and paint that last summer, and
That's
it's
awesome.
looking good.
Yeah. It looks awesome. I see you got some HSP traction bars. This thing does some nasty burnouts. I've seen it myself. Overall, super, super clean truck, great foundation. Again, I know I made some big claims about this thing being the cleanest LB7 around. Maybe not there yet, but keep an eye out. We're definitely gonna do more videos as we continue to progress with this thing, and you guys will only see it start to take shape even better.
Thanks for checking out the truck with us, guys. If you need any help or have any questions on this or your build, just give us a call, shoot us an email at HSP. I'll be happy to help.
Thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon.
I don't know why I did that. I waved.
Yeah. Well, see you later.